What up, though, homies and homies? It's your homeboy Grand Tizzle. Welcome back to the lab. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscription button and that notification bell, because you're going to like what we got going on over here. Today, finally, y'all been asking me for years, Grand Tizzle, man, how did you put together that background, man? How did you put together that 3D thing you got going on? Is it green screen? Is it real? Is it unreal? Is it virtual reality? What's popping? Well, today, I'ma reveal those secrets. Let's get it popping. Alright, man, y'all ready for this, man? It's your homie Grand Tizzle. I'm about to show y'all all my little secrets. Why you doing that, Grand Tizzle? Why you got to show us all your secrets? Because, man, there's so much stuff that I'm about to reveal to y'all. Cause I want y'all to join my classes and stuff, man. Y'all think I'm playing games around here, man. Anyway, check this out. Now this is so much more advanced. This is my After Effects, thing, and I get off into this like major, big time. You know what I mean? Let's go to Video Copilot, Element 3D, and I'm gonna reveal to y'all how we put it down. Okay, so first of all, you should know by now it's a GreenScreen studio. I mean, not a green screen. It's a 3D element studio. It's not the, it's not a real studio. Any guys, I'm sure you guys knew there wasn't no real studio, even though I tried to act like it was a real studio. It wasn't no real studio. But it was a vision that I had in my head for years. And I said, I'm good enough to just build it. Why just build your own studio? Why you gotta wait until you get rich? And you know what I'm saying? Like, why wait until you get, millions or hundreds of thousands and sponsors to get the studio? Man, just build a 3D one and green screen yourself and throw yourself up in there. And guess what? You can have anything you want. Anything you want in there, man. Anything, you can put anything. So anyway, here's secret number one. Secret number one is Envato. Actually, you know what? I ain't gonna reveal all my secrets to y'all, because guess what? Then you ain't gonna want to come and join my courses. You got to join my courses, man. But secret number one, I reveal secret number one to y'all. Y'all really want the real stuff? The link is down there, man. Y'all want to learn how to do this for real? The link is in the description, man. Get them tutorials, man. I teach y'all everything. Anyway, secret number one, buy a pre-made 3D studio. Where do you get them from? You gotta join my class to learn it. You can build them, actually. Let me show you a camera. I built this. First of all, this is Element 3D. All my elite students know about Element 3D. Y'all know we're not playing no games around here when it comes to graphic design. We about that life. We for real. We really about that business. So we took the time. We made the investment. You don't have to learn how to do 3D programming and all of that crazy stuff here. I'm gonna remove this real quick. We're gonna come back to that. But Element 3D, if you guys is not familiar with it, if you're into graphics, it's a must-have. That's a can. You know what I mean? Here's a bowling ball. It look realistic, all of that good stuff. What we got here? We got, what I'm saying? We got a little thing coming out of the can. Here, let's move this can. Let's move the can. We got the telephone, gangster, hood pole. That's the hood pole. What can you use this for, T? Photoshop. I can angle this any way I want, right? I can hit OK. I can put the quarter. I can put it on full. I can. Sorry. You don't want to zoom in like that. Let me undo. No, let's go back to the resolution. Pop. Let's set this back to center. Okay, and we want to zoom in with the camera. Click the camera. Hit C. And zoom in. Boom. 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 All right, keep hitting that C. Zoom in. All right, so how do you use this in Photoshop, T? Well, if I need like a pole like this, I'll find the angle that I need. Say, okay, that's cool. I'll remove the background and I just export it out. Save frame as Photoshop layer, bam, just like that. And then I can go open it up and apply it to my, and we're gonna do that in the tutorial. How about that? Don't trip. We're gonna do that in the tutorial. But it's so many benefits of having After Effects. Just get it. Even if you don't know how to use it, man, trust me, just get it. You playing games, you on the low level if you don't have After Effects, man. You on the low level. I'd have made probably $50,000 just having After Effects, knowing After Effects, and I ain't even an expert. Like I'm considered an amateur at After Effects compared to the gurus out there. If you wanted a real mighty teacher, look up Andrew Kramer from videocopilot.net. Yeah, you look him up. That's where I started, and I branched off from there, and everything like that. Let me show you something that I built, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to how I put together my set design. This guitar. I bought this guitar, but you can build it too. You can build it from scratch. Let me show you some things that I actually built using only these tools that's available. Only these tools. Let me show you what I built. Let's go down to favorites. This camera right here, the studio camera. I made this. Move the box. This camera. Let's zoom in. Look at the details on this boy. Right? Zoom in. Bam. Look at that. Look at that, man. I ain't playing games, man. I am not playing ET games with y'all right now. Look at the fake buttons. All that. It took me a little time, but I didn't have to buy it. It's a no-name camera. I just looked at another camera and just mimicked all of the little things. And I built this from scratch. And this is what you see, this very exact camera. And also, like, I put the video in the monitors, and there's so many things you can do. Like, look at all of the sprites that I use. Anyway, if you don't think that you can build something elaborate using Video Copilot, Element 3D, well, this is evidence that you can. Okay, see? I also made a MPC 3000. Let's see if I can pull that up. I don't think I can pull the 3000 up. Let me see. Let's remove everything. 3000. You can see the little image right here. Oh no, that's just the. Look at this. That's only the little button. Oh, sorry about that. That's just one of the buttons off the MPC. Let me see. What can I? Because I made a lot of stuff from scratch. Because I couldn't get it no other way. You know what I'm saying? Here, let me pause this and see if I can pull up something. Okay. So my things must be like all over the place. But anyway, that's an MPC 3000. I actually got the colors and everything on it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it can't find the texture right now. We'll come back later on at some other time. Or actually, you will see this in the commercial, because I made a commercial for my beatmaker tutorials that's coming next week. And the commercial shows this, the video kind of panning around that. Only reason I'm showing you all this because I'm showing you more than just what I, just my stage set or my production set. I've done many other things. Build pianos, build guitars, MPCs, as you can see. Everything is not showing up though. You see when it shows up in red, that means it got some missing elements, and it's probably the most important elements. But yeah. So yeah, I built that stuff, man. And so I'm showing you that because what I want to show you is that I did the same concept. I applied the same concept to a stage that I purchased. And the reason why I did that, and the stage is on like 40, 50, 60 bucks, right? But it was too plain. And the reason why I was plain, which actually was a good idea, is because it was so much stuff is hard to move around. So they got to really simplify it as much as possible. This is, I think this, okay, this is just the floor. Let's see here. These are just the floors, okay. So they got the textures and everything like that applied. Let me actually go to my models. Where is my models? Okay, I think this is it. Is this it? I just had it a few seconds ago. Hey, give me a second. Let me find it, y'all. Okay, guys, I figured it out. I haven't been using this in a long time. I actually created my own setup so that I can just go from there. But let's see. I think this is T Studio Build 001. Okay, yeah, this is it right here. All right, so this is the entire build. As you can see, the desk. But what you saw was like enhanced. So let me show you what I did to enhance the studio, because off rip, it just don't, this just look like very cartoonish. And I'm gonna be honest, even though a good eye can clearly see that I'm in a 3D studio environment, but some people can't tell. But if you look at this right here, you'll be able to tell off the rip. Oh yeah, that's fake. Okay. But the way I did it, I added so many different elements to it that it really it took it to another level. So let me give you a few fun ideas that I did to kind of spruce it up. So first of all, I got this kit from Andrew Kramer called Motion Design 2. It was actually Motion Design 2. And all Motion Design is just a bunch of let me see if I don't know if I can zoom in. It's just a bunch of elements. It's just a bunch of mechanical elements. And what's cool is that if you take these elements and you just put them anywhere in the stage, because look at the stage right now, everything is very simple. Everything is very plain. I mean, look at the lights. Let's see if we can zoom in on these little weird, funny looking, simple square lights. They produce, see that? It's just a box. They don't even have no good shadows or nothing. You can't even see the line in that. So what I did was I actually removed these and then I produced my own lights. And how I did it was, all I did was I clicked like a beam, right? I added a beam to the stage, and here's the beam here. I'll zoom in. It wasn't necessarily this, but this looked more like a mechanical light than these do. So what I did was, let's zoom around here. All I did was like, and this is only an example. This is not exactly what I did, but this is an example of what I did. I used this because it got so many different elements attached to it. It can look like a light if you put the correct elements to it. So I did like a beam, and then let's see, I went to like one of these and I clicked on, because it looked like it can be like a face of a light. When you click it, it'll automatically load up over here. And then of course you gotta pull it out the dungeon. Here you go, right here. Zoom it up. Now I'm pretty kind of, I kind of move around this because I kind of know it. I go to here, and then I like tilt it, hold control, click, so it can tilt like that. And then I'll take it and then I'll move it up here, right? And let's zoom around. I'll pull it down like this. And that can be like a fake. I mean, it's really just that simple. Like Andrew Kramer did all the work for you, and what he encouraged you to do. And then if we want to make that longer, I just what I'll do, hold Control D, make a copy of it. I think. Let's see, because I haven't built nothing in a minute, which I'm getting ready to start building some more stuff. But let's see. It's a way I can just duplicate it. Yeah, I just duplicate it. So then you just pull it, right? And then I can probably pull it like out a little further. You're really not gonna pay attention that it's not attached. Also, you can like scale it, and I can only scale it in one direction. Let me see. No, yeah, I can actually, let's make it bigger, and then I can take it off a lock here. Let's see. I'm doing this all off scratch here. Let's take the lock off, and then let's see if we can stretch it out now. Let's see if we can scale it in one direction. There we go. There we go, right there. See that? You see that? So I just took one element. Let's pull it out. And let's lock it back, and then let's shrink it. Let's shrink it down. We just shrink it down the whole thing. So guess what? This looked like some type of big, cool mechanical light. Now I learned all this from Andrew Kramer. You know, he keep it very simple. Now what we want to do is like add a round plate and make it like a light. So let's go to the simple tools. Let's get something round like that. And let's go ahead and you know, pull it up. And let's do a tilt action. Hold shift, click, click, bam. That way you keep it all locked. And then let's put it up. And then of course it need to be shrunken down. So let's scale her down a bit or two. And let's just change the angle so we can make sure that she's centered. Boom. Bring her out a bit. Nope, actually here, we're not gonna bring her out because she's a light. And all she is just the face of the light. Now let's scale it. So where's my scale? Right here. It's all locked. Boom, we scale it. Push it back and bam. There is the light. Boom. And you light it inside of Photoshop. If I hit, okay, you know, actually I can show you. But another thing that I do, so this is not what I use to make a light, but this is just an example of how I toyed around with the toys. Like there's so many, it's an endless amount of, it's more than enough assets for you to tweak and just make stuff. You can just make stuff and it could just be fake. Like who knows, you know what, who cares about, you see what I'm saying? Like actually I use this to make the camera. If you look really closely at the camera, I'll use that to make the camera. But it's just that simple. And you get the coloring and you get all of the other things, you get that worked out inside of Photoshop. But so that is an example of how I take these cheesy lights. I removed all the cheesy lights and then I replaced them with these. So that's just one setup. So let's delete this so that we can make sure that we got some speed going on, because it's stuff gonna start piling up. Let me show you something else that I did. The desktop is so freaking ridiculously painfully easy. Let me pause this real quick and I'm gonna pull up the desk and I'm gonna tell you what I did. So look, man, look, I got the cinematography, the logo blasting all on the front of the desk. I got the neon Lil's Nights going. I got the Photoshop, you know I do Photoshop. I got the disco lights on the side. This is really a news desk. I mean, this is really a news thing, but look what I did. You know, I soul planed it. You know, oh, sorry about that. This is one of my clients' flyer designs. I did a tutorial. Hopefully y'all seen it or y'all going to see it. But anyway, I took their artwork and I showed them, you know, the correct way that it should have been done. I think y'all gonna get a kick out of that. It was fun. Anywho, let's go back to this. I soul planed my news. This is supposed to be a news thing, you know what I mean? But I discoed it out with, where's YouTube? With these. So you see that. So let's see if we pull it down. So you see that I took a simple desk and I added the neon lights, right? And then I added now you see these right here? Let me show you. Look, do you see this shape here? This is actually from here. So I think that's called the, what was that? Let's see. That was the ribbons, badges. Yup, this is the badges. Look, here's the badge right there. This is the badge. So let's pull this badge up. Yup, you see that? Hold on, let me see. See this? See that? Same. Oh, no, actually, that's a different badge, player. Wait, where's that badge at? Where the badge? I can't find it. Okay, I can't find it now, man. Oh, shields. It was a shield. Okay, that's why. All right, so here, let's move that badge. And it was a shield. It was this shield right here. So let's pull this up, right? So all I did, this is fun, y'all. And you know what? Like, I really encourage y'all, like if y'all is designers and you really want to get off into some heavier stuff, like I don't bring this to the table, man, because it just takes too long to teach. Like if you want to learn this type of stuff, like you got to pay for it. And why do you got to pay for it, T? Why you just can't teach me? First and foremost, the attention span on YouTube, you probably ain't even made it this far. So unless you pay for it, you're not going to respect it, you're not going to appreciate it, and you're not going to take the time to learn it. Sometimes you'll pay for it and still won't take the time to learn it, let alone if it's free. You're not going to pay attention. The other thing is you treat things differently when you pay for it. You give it more value. And when you give something more value, you benefit from it more. You just do, because you have a purpose and a cause for it. If it's for free, there's no purpose, there's no cause for it. You just willy-nilly, randomly learning something just for the sake of learning it. Oh, I know how to do that, but you're not going to apply it to nothing. So it's a psychology behind, and don't be upset when people have put prices on things that, you know, that they want to teach you. They know what they're doing, what some people do. Some people just want to make money. But others, they get it. They understand it. No, you have to pay for this, because if you don't, you're not going to, it's a waste. And here's the value of it. Why it costs so much? Because what you can get out of it. Like I said, I done made over $50,000 off of After Effects, and I'm an amateur at it. But look, check this out. See that? See how I just put it there? So I just took this simple desk and just embellished it. And then all I got to do here, hold Control D, copy it, make another one. Oops, sorry about that. And just slide her over here. It would have been easier if I would have did it the right way. Sorry about that, y'all. Where's it at? It disappeared on me. There you go. Wait, she way back there. There's a better way of doing it. Anyhow, that's how I make the other copy. But before I make the other copy, a lot of times, actually what I do is I will bring this up by itself and I will build it. Let me show you something else that I do real quick. I'm going to create a ball, a really clean crystal ball. And let's get that into place. High resolution ball. There's a lot of different ways you can put these things in place. I'm really just messing around right now. Let's see, don't do that. Don't do that. Slide it over there. There's a lot of other way more professional ways of getting this ball there. I'm just showing y'all how I do it. I'm showing y'all how I get down with it. Then scale it. Right, and let's slide it like that. Boom. That's how I put my logo inside the circle or something like that. Let's zoom in, then you know, just let's slide it till it's where it need to be or whatever. No big deal. Don't make a big fuss out of it. You know what I mean? And then let's put something translucent on it, like make it like glass. So here's the glass. There's the glow. Let's see, soft here, glass right there. Let's just put that on it. No, not that. Undo. And let's put it on the spear. So I'm gonna make sure that I got this spear here. We can select the spear and just double click. Got you. Now, it's glass. It's see-through. So if I hold Control and click that, I'll have access to this particular glass right here. So I can change it gold if I want, double click it. You know what I'm saying? And then I can also put a reflection on that gold. But anyway, that is kind of how I embellish it. Let me see. Let's pull this back up. Oh, the glass is right there. So my logo, so what I did was I put like one of these circles in here, and then I put the glass on it. That's the reason why you see the little shine on the glass right there, you know. And then I put the Photoshop logo in there. Let me see. Let me see if I could do it real fast. Here, we're gonna remove this sphere. I'm gonna hold Control and click the gold, and I'm gonna show you how we put images in there. Now, how do we do this? I forget. Let's see. Okay, I had to pause this, man, and try to figure it out all over again. You know, it happens when you ain't touched it in a little bit. You know, that's what happens. Anyway, so I was actually clicking the wrong freaking thing. I was trying to put the image on here, but I found that you had to put the image on here. It's crazy. I'm gonna be honest, I forget how I put it on there. At the time, I was diligent about working on it. I was grinding, You know what I mean? And I was just, I had it all figured out. But now it's all different. But anyway, that's kind of the gist of how you put, the images there. That's obviously, of course, an image from a desktop. You could put any image in there. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, let me put my big head in there. Yeah, big head right there. Boom. Yeah. See. So my big head is in there. And he's short. His head is shrunk. But that was how I did that. And then let's look at some more real quick. Like the lights. You see the lights here. Did I create those lights? Yeah, I actually created those lights. Now these little stars and stuff like that, of course, that was embellished in After Effects. Although you can't get it like that it was embellished in Photoshop. Sorry. Although you can get it in After Effects, it would take up too much RAM and it would take too long to render. But anyway, so yeah, as you see here, these are the cameras that I was showing you earlier. The two cameras that I actually made from scratch. The desktop I made from scratch. The background images, let me show you how that was done. So if we zoom out, these right here, like these are all monitors, right? And let me see if I can pull up the original video so that you can see the intro. Where is it? I haven't did it in a while. Maybe here, I think. Come on, man. Move on. Right here. Okay. So I hate that it's an HD too because it looks beautiful in 4K. But let's check it out. So these monitors back here, that and all of that, and that right there, and that right there, and even Red Art Media. Look, you see how? Remember I said I changed the lights. See these lights here? Can I make this bigger? Look, y'all see these lights? Look, I made that from Element 3D. I just used some balls and some special balls and. That didn't sound right. Some balls and some special balls. But anywho, that's how I did. So, for example, let me see if I can show you how I made this pole and then added this pole into the scene or the set. You know what I mean? And then I did a lot of I did some grading and a few different things, like all these lights. This actually was very packed with a lot of madness. With what I know now, I would have never did these lights the way I did it. I can make it so much lighter because 3D is very heavy. So I can make it so much lighter because I know how to utilize what's the word they want to use, scripts to make the lights animate on its own. All of these is all like real time, so it's like heavy. But when you can program them to just light up, on their own, when it's like programmed through software to be automated, it's much lighter. I don't have to, I'm gonna give you an example when I'm talking about as much lighter. So let's say, for example, we make this and we pull this up and I want to make this a pole. So with what I know how to do now, back then, what I would have did with this here tube, to make it light up. First of all, let me actually try to make a tube like for real in real time. So I would scale it, make it small enough to the size that I want, and then I would unlock it and then I would stretch it. Okay, so now we got that would be considered the pole. And then I'll do something simple like I can double click the brick and then just make it a brick texture. Then I go over here, change the UV map. Well, first of all, change the UV map to where it is for shrinking it. And then let's make this 2. Okay, there we go. So we can kind of we can size it based off of that. There it is right there. So now it look real. Okay, cool. Now that's going to respond and react to light properly in the court, accordingly. And then the issue that I did was I was using these let's go to one of these. Now these are what is considered heavy. So let's say a capsule or this right here. Let's say this, I use this, and I was trying to use this as a light in the past. And that's because I didn't understand, a few other things. So we would use this, and I would say, I'm gonna use the top of this as a light. And what I was doing was, if we, flip that over, come on, man, there we go. And let's back it up, and I will put this into the wall, and that would be the light. And let's go ahead and scale it. That would be considered the light, right? And then now what I have to do is, or should I say what I was doing, was I would take this top, and this top would be the light, this here, and I will put a light. Let me see, do I got any right here illuminated? No, that's at the wrong spot. Come on, man, undo. Let's just double click. Okay, so now that's considered the light. So if we actually hit OK and we go in here and look at my big head. Man, sit your big head down. Let's zoom out. First of all, let's take it off of full, because we ain't got no computers like that, man. Come on. And let's zoom it out. Let's hit C so we can pan down. All right, so we see we got the light here. Now, there's a few things that you have to do when you're messing around with, Element 3D. You have to make this light up, you got to go to output, and you got to go select all of this crazy stuff, spectacular illumination, and you got to turn illumination up to like 1,000. Okay, so it lit up everything, but we're gonna get off of that right now, because that's like I said, the reason why I never did tutorials on this, because it's kind of tedious, you know what I'm saying? But if you made it this far, trust me, you're going to benefit from understanding the benefits of knowing After Effects. So let's go back over here. And what I want to say is the reason why it's so big and it's so busy and it's so heavy and it takes so much to render is because this is considered heavy. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have to use this illuminated whole, it's like a whole box, and it got all of these polygons, and it got all of this reflection, it got a lot of stuff on it, so it's adding to the overall heaviness of the entire site. But what I've learned, I'm gonna delete this, I'm gonna delete the capsule, but what I learned is all you have to do is just add another tube, right? And let's see, add another tube. Some of y'all experts out here already know this type of stuff, and y'all probably laughing at me. I don't care. I'm really trying to teach people that I wanted to be taught. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, y'all. Let me undo. Okay, there we go. Did y'all make it this far? Anybody still hanging around? Leave a comment. Let me know you still here, because this is buffoonery. All right, so then we poke that out right there, and let's zoom it even down even smaller, and this is the light. Just use that as the light. And I was just doing too much. See, so if I use that as the light, and if I hit Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, now I can, and I ain't even got to do that. I'm kind of doing a lot. I'm kind of doing extra. There's a way I can even just make instances of this particular light, and we can rock and roll from there. But this is how I should have did it, and the website would have been moving so much faster. I would have been able to render so much quicker, you know what I mean? And that would have been like, sophisticated light. But I did it way more complicated, and it was just a big old gigantic hot mess. And it was really hard to render. If I could pull up the original file, you will see what I'm talking about. And if you want me to do a little bit more of this and kind of really get off into it, deep into it, just leave a comment in the description. I mean, of course, you can go to my website and learn all of this, but if you kind of just want some quick starts, let me know. Leave a comment in the description. Like, yeah, T, I want to know more about that, man, because you kind of seem like it's kind of going pop. All right, so, and then let me show you, let's say if I want to get something on this screen right here, this monitor. What I did was, So you already kind of see it a little bit. Oh, also look, let me show y'all something. Like this chair real quick. This chair look cheesy and man, what type? This ain't real. But watch this. I'm a hold control click, right? So now I can go over here and be like, sofa leather. No, that ain't sofa leather. But I got my pro shaders over here. What's pro shaders? Pro shaders is the bomb diggity. That's all I got to say. And if I double click that, now we put the real leather on that boy. You see what I'm saying? Or how about this one? Boom, boom. See, you see how it's too big? Don't trip. Just go over to the beginning of it. Wait, that's studio scene. I need to change the size of this. How we change the size? I forget. And I ain't got time to figure it out. So let's double click that. Bam. Nope, that's too big. So let me see. Now it's something that made me be able to change the size. Let's see. Is it that? Nope, because it changed the size of everything. Jeez. All right. Anyway, man, we're gonna get back to that because now I turned this to a disco. Went from a new studio to a disco. Anywho, that is. I gotta change that back. How do I undo that, y'all? Undo. Got you. All right. So anyway, that is how I did things. Oh, so for example, let's see. Hold control and click this pole. Boom. Hold control, click the pole. Okay, on and off. And then we put some let's see. We make it stone. Double click. Bam, there you go. There's a way I can make these stones smaller. I just don't feel like it. Let me see. I think it's up here. Yes, here. Let's see. UV repeat. Maybe we put that on 3. And we put this one on 3. Nope. Look like it need to be on 6. Put that on 6. I mean, I'm really kind of like flying through it. And I'm talking about flying through it. And it's still 40 minutes. Come on, man. 40 minutes. But anywho, that is how I did it, y'all. That's how I did it. You know, one more thing. I know what I'm saying. I know it's long. This is a long video, ain't it? I ain't did no video this long in a long time. But let me show you what I did. That's a component. Here, let's just click a component. Let's zoom out. Let's get this component in action. Here, we're gonna slide over here, and we're gonna pull it out over there, and then we're gonna pull it back right. Oops, sorry. Then we're gonna go to the blue and then pull it out like that. And then we'll twist it, zoom down, lift it up. Now it's a component. What is a component? I have no idea, and I could care less. All I want is this to make my, here, let's click, there we go. All I want, oh, and then let's, wait a minute. Oh, that ain't gonna be right. But you know what? You get the picture. You get the point. I can leave it there. What is that? I don't know. That's a cup holder. It could just be whatever you want it to be. It just look like it's busy. You see? It just look busy, right? That's it. Let's see. Can we slide it right there? Something like that. Boom. Right. And that's how I did it, y'all. That's how I made it look elaborate. Now, there's some other fancy schmancy things I did. Like color, no, not color correction, lighting, and you know, here, let me show you this real quick. The screens. This is a screen here. So I just click the screen. Of course, it's going to represent in the middle of the room. Slide it over. Slide it. And instead of using this screen, we're going to use this screen. See? And that's what I did. Ain't that sweet? Hold on a little bit. We're going to zoom in. And let's slide it down a little bit. And let's turn it. So hold shift so I can click, blick, blick. And then we take that. And then push it back. Ha-ha. Now we got this fancy schmancy. I don't know why somebody would want a monitor looking like that. But guess what? I got it in my studio. Why is it my studio? Because I could put my logo. Y'all want me to put my logo there? Now, we're going to say that for the next time. But y'all got to let me know if this is something that you're interested in, if this is something that works for you, and if this is something that you'd be interested in digging a little bit deeper into. And one more thing, like I can buy like flowers, and I can buy seats, and I can buy more realistic couches. Like you can just really, if you really want to really spruce it up, you can really go crazy. So that is how I embellish this this site. It's really that easy. I create little cement blocks, and let me show you real quick. I thought you was done, T. Y'all can just easily just stop watching the video. So don't complain about how long it is. But let's scale it. I didn't mean to scale it that way. Let's do a total scale and push it in. Push it in, and this is just to be a part of the part of the set, right? Just another little design set design, man, right? And let's make it marble. Boom, double click, we just made it marble. You see that? Look at that. Look at my set, y'all. I can do whatever I want to do anytime I want to do it. And I could put a video in there, and if you want to see more, just check out my next video, and give me some comments, share, like, and do all that other good stuff, so YouTube can be like, oh, okay, he putting it back down again, because YouTube be dissing me when I disappear for a minute. But if you're interested, man, check it out. And then look, when you hit OK, it's going to take you over there, and of course you gotta navigate and find your way through. Here, you can blow up here. Let me make it fit 100. Okay, cool. And you zoom it out. And what I like to do, honestly, it's moving way slower than it normally do. It really shouldn't be moving this slow. So I got to speak to the landlord and find out what's popping with this. But usually it moves more faster, and what I can do is go in here and make some tweaks to the settings, like the reflection. I can raise up the reflection, the ambient light, the specular, the shadows. I do all those things to make it look more realistic. Add more lighting. For example, I'm just going to show you real quick. Lighting right here, we got add cinema lighting, and then we change it. And then we add dramatic lighting, and then we see, we add a little bit of orange to it. It's just a lot that we can do, but that's how I did it. I spent a lot of time on it. If you really want to get into real detail, or if you just want to learn all this stuff in general, there's a link in the description. You join my courses. You can learn everything from graphic design to producing hip hop production, the music that you're hearing in the background right now. You can do that too. You can do the flyer design, the websites. You can make a lot of money doing all kind of things. All right, man. I enjoyed doing this, and y'all can look forward to seeing me more. And actually, y'all gonna see me doing a lot of different other content too. Like I'm gonna be doing reviews. I'm gonna be doing some reactions to some beats, some reactions to graphic designs, some reaction, just kind of spreading it out a little bit, as opposed to just sticking to strictly just graphic design videos. It's just, I can't just stick to that because I know how to do so many different things. It's driving me crazy. All right, man, I love y'all. Until the next time, I'll see you in a minute. See you when I spin it. Peels, knees. All right, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to sub, like, and hit that bell so you won't miss a beat of that heat that I bring to my lead. Till the next time, see you in a minute. See you when I spin it. Peace.